Everyone sees the patient's fight. We see the bravery, the pain, the struggle against pancreatic cancer. But right beside them, in the periphery, holding everything together, is a warrior in the shadows, the caregiver. If you are that warrior, this message is for you, because there is so much they don't prepare you for. You remember the day that diagnosis landed. It felt like a bomb had detonated in the center of your life, shattering everything you knew into a million unrecognizable pieces. And in the ringing silence that followed, before you even had a moment to process your own shock or register the ground crumbling beneath your feet, a new identity was thrust upon you. Suddenly, you weren't just a spouse, a child, a partner, or a friend anymore. You became a caregiver. But that title is a vast understatement, a clinical, sterile word for a role that is anything but. Overnight, you became a nurse, didn't you? Learning to flush PICC lines, manage complex medication schedules with military precision, and recognize the subtle signs of infection or a dangerous side effect. You became a personal chef, desperately trying to coax an appetite that has been stolen by chemotherapy, blending smoothies, and calculating caloric intake like a seasoned nutritionist. You became a scheduler, juggling an impossible calendar of oncologist appointments, chemo infusions, radiation sessions, blood draws, and scans. You became a fierce, relentless advocate in sterile hospital hallways, demanding answers, questioning treatment plans, and fighting for the dignity of the person you love when they are too weak to fight for themselves. And through it all, you were expected to be the cheerleader, the unwavering source of optimism, the one who always has a smile ready, even when your own heart is breaking. This is the job you never applied for, the one that came with no training manual, no orientation, and no sick days. It's a role that consumes your entire being, and no one ever tells you how it will fundamentally change the very core of who you are. They also don't prepare you for the emotional whiplash, the violent, dizzying pendulum swing between what you feel and what you are forced to project. One moment, you are sitting in the passenger seat on the way to another treatment, listening to them talk about something mundane, and you are filled with such a profound, aching love that it steals your breath. The next, a wave of pure, unadulterated terror crashes over you as you contemplate a future you can't bear to imagine. It's the constant, exhausting tension of living in two realities at once. In one reality, you are the rock, the pillar of strength. You are the calm voice on the phone with the insurance company, the steady hand holding theirs during a painful procedure, the reassuring presence in the middle of the night when they wake up in fear or pain. You have to be strong because their survival feels like it depends on your stability. You believe that if you crumble, they will crumble, too. But in the other reality, the one that lives inside your head, in the dead of night, or in the quiet moments when you are alone in the car, you are falling apart. You are screaming into a pillow so they don't hear you cry. You are drowning in a grief that feels premature and yet all-consuming. You feel an anger, a white-hot rage at the injustice of this disease, at the universe, at the cancer that is stealing your person, piece by piece. You are so tired. A bone-deep exhaustion that sleep can't touch. You are allowed to be scared. You are allowed to be angry. You are allowed to be exhausted. But you feel like you have been given a script where those lines have been cut, where your only role is to be brave for them. And the weight of that performance is crushing. No one talks about the grief of the before. It's a silent, complicated mourning that feels too selfish, too guilty to ever voice out loud. You find yourself scrolling through old photos on your phone, and a picture from 2 years ago stops you in your tracks. There they are, vibrant, healthy, laughing, their eyes full of life, completely unaware of the storm that is gathering on the horizon. And the grief hits you like a physical blow. You grieve for the person they were, for the life you had. You grieve for the easy laughter, the spontaneous road trips, the shared dreams that now seem like a lifetime away. You mourn the loss of your partner in life, even while they are sitting right next to you. It's a profound sense of loss for the dynamic you once shared, the easy give and take that has now been replaced by a one-way street of constant giving. And then, the guilt floods in. How can you mourn what was, when you should be grateful for what is? How can you feel this sense of loss when they are the one who is truly losing everything? So you swallow it down. You bury that specific sharp-edged grief deep inside, because it feels like a betrayal to the person you are loving and caring for in the now. We want you to know that it's not a betrayal. It is a natural human response to a devastating loss. You are allowed to love the person they are today with every fiber of your being, while simultaneously mourning the person and the life that cancer has taken from you both. It is a testament to the depth of your love. And then there is the isolation. It is a profound, suffocating loneliness that creeps in and surrounds you until your world shrinks to the size of a hospital room, a pharmacy line, and the four walls of your home. At first, friends and family rally. They bring casseroles, they send texts, they promise to be there. But as the weeks turn into months, and the crisis becomes a chronic state of being, the calls become less frequent, the visits taper off. People don't know what to say anymore. They are afraid of saying the wrong thing, afraid of the raw, uncomfortable reality of your life. So they fade away, not out of malice, but out of their own helplessness. Your world, which was once filled with social gatherings, hobbies, and work, now revolves entirely around the rhythms of the disease. Your conversations are dominated by medical jargon, side effect management, and scan results. You feel invisible. When people ask, "How are you doing?" their eyes are often looking past you, to the patient. Your suffering, your fear, your exhaustion feels secondary, as if it doesn't count. You are standing in a crowded room, screaming, but no one can hear you. You are the ghost in your own life, haunting the edges of a world that keeps spinning without you. You feel utterly and completely alone, even when you are surrounded by people. We see you in that lonely space. We know that feeling. Your experience is not invisible to us. Let's not forget the sheer physical toll. Caregiving isn't just an emotional marathon. It's a grueling physical ordeal. It's the sleepless nights spent listening for every cough, every restless movement, ready to jump out of bed at a moment's notice. It's the constant lifting, helping them out of bed, into the car, up from a chair, your back screaming in protest. It's the physical manifestation of stress, the tension, headaches that never quite go away, the stomach tied in knots, the heart palpitations you ignore. It's catching every cold that goes around, because your immune system is shot from stress and lack of sleep. You stop taking care of yourself. Your own doctor's appointments are postponed indefinitely. The healthy meals you cook for them are a stark contrast to the fast food you grab for yourself on the way home from the hospital. You know you should exercise, that you should sleep, that you should eat better, but where is the time? Where is the energy? Every ounce of your physical and mental energy is directed outward, poured into keeping them alive, into making them comfortable, that there is simply nothing left for you. Your body is sending you warning signals, but you ignore them, believing that your health is a luxury you can no longer afford. Please, hear this. Your struggle is real. It is valid, and it is seen. You are not just the caregiver. You are the foundation of this fight, the bedrock upon which your loved one stands. You are the unsung hero, the silent warrior, the heart and soul of this entire impossible journey. We, the Pancreatic Cancer Warriors community, see the sacrifices you make in the quiet moments no one else witnesses. We see your strength, but we also see your pain. But to care for them, to continue to be that foundation, you must find a way to care for yourself. This is not a sprint, it's a marathon, and you cannot run it on an empty tank. Allowing yourself a moment of rest is not selfish, it is essential. Asking for help is not a sign of weakness, it is a sign of immense strength. Your well-being matters just as much. You are a warrior, and even warriors need to replenish their strength to stay in the fight. You are not alone in this. We are here with you.